Hello, everyone there. Okay, so this is the countdown. Let me just go to the other screen to check what the countdown is. We have 92 minutes to go on the Kickstarter. So, and we're at $2,655. Yeah. So, yeah, so this is the countdown. So I'm just going to go through things again, just quick for anyone who's coming in the last minute. And, yeah, so what I'll do is I'll start with the artwork. I'll just get it up on the screen. And get me back on the screen. So yes, we've got the artwork. So let's just go to... Sorry about this. I'm just getting to the comments. Yep, cool. So I can see if anyone comments because I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, so let's go over to the... it helps if I share the screen. Technology. I'm still getting used to it. So here we go. Here's the picture for the 18-month calendar. I'll just bring it up full screen here. So yes, so we'll just go. I've got to click on that screen. Sorry, I was clicking on the wrong screen. So here's all the artwork, all 18 pieces that will be in the calendar, all in a little collage here. So let's go through them one at a time. So this is Brendan Halliday's hero saving a helicopter picture. Very nice. I don't believe this is from any comic. This is just a drawing done for the calendar. This is Peter Wilson's. This is his Foes comic with a demon and an alien whose names I've forgotten. This is Bruno and Maggie over from Darren over at Dark Oz, drawn by Ben Sullivan, or illustrated, I should say. And this is by Duncan Prenavicius. I think that's pronounced right. This is from his comic Bin Kitty. And this is Lee Chalker's piece of characters from his Battle for Bustle comic. And these are, I believe these are like the main characters in that particular story, or at least the main characters at the moment. This is Kieran Jacks, the talking bread. Nice little play on words there. Bread that's come alive. And yeah, so this is Dark Nebula, illustrated by Colin Wells. Dark Nebula was created by Tad. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, Tad. Sorry about that. It's probably quite simple, just all the letters confuse me. This is Dave Dye's picture of Lee from his comic Amazing Tales. This is Lauren Marshall's Lana Luca, this character is, and from the comic of the same name. Very nice. This is by Rob Spedsy Lyle, characters from his comic The Devil's Toilet. I believe all these characters from Devil's Toilet, but I like to call it the Spedsyverse characters. So all the different characters from the Spedsyverse. This is Billabong, illustrated by Peter Lawson and colored by Dana Lawson. Billabong is a character from the comic Torn, available at Reverie. These are Hound and Fox and Hound. Sorry, I said the wrong way around. Fox and Hound from Chris Pitcan illustrated these, and these are from the comic of the same name, Fox and Hound, by Nicole Kane. It's written by, and I believe she created these characters as well. This is a nice little Kirby tribute by Tim McEwen of his character from Greener Pastures. Can't remember his name. Sorry, Tim. This is Bronwyn, done by Isaac George. Bronwyn's from the comic Bronwyn, and yeah, so also done by Isaac George. This is, now I keep forgetting his name, so I actually asked the creator. This is Cale Earn from the comic Guardian of Onar, and it's done by Chris Hunt, is the creator as well as the artist for the comic and for this picture. This is Tony Menzies' picture for the calendar. I believe this is from his comic called Fallen. So yeah, it's a beautiful piece, and I don't think I can zoom in on here. Nope, it doesn't let me zoom in. I'll do it later with another picture. But I make a cameo in this picture, so I'm a little proud of that. This is Stuart Black's piece from his 4 Horse Femmes characters. Nice little calendar joke in there for that one. And this would be December's, so the last picture. This is by Zach Elliott from his comic Jet X. The X makes it sound cool, is the little tagline there. So that's a nice little piece there. Quite interesting art. I like Zach's with the very detailed background, but the very cartoony characters. Now, for those who have done a physical pledge, there are bonus postcards, and these are the arts of these bonus postcards. There's Angie Spices. This is from the comic Courier, I believe. I do not know the name of this lady, so I can't share that, sorry. This is by Tony Davo Davison. And this character is called the Professor. And I guess this is Jones up here being taken by the whatever that tentacle is. Speaking of tentacles, here's Ed Kersley's piece from his comic character Radical, from his comic Radical. Very awesome little piece there. And that was the latest bonus in the packs. We've also added a bonus one from Dana, since she did the colors for Peter Lawson's picture of Billabong. So we've added in a picture from Dana just so she gets included, and that's a bonus to everyone who are getting the postcards. And last but not least, Dana Lawson, sorry about that. We have the bonus postcard art by Matt Kime. This is still being sorted, so it's a mystery which picture he's going to give us. So yeah, that's a nice little bonus. That's going to everyone getting the cards as a thank you. This was not a stretch goal like the other ones. This is just a thank you to everyone for supporting the calendar. Thank you very much. So if you'd like a calendar or these postcards, just go to the link below. That's comx.link, comx.link, and that'll take you to the Kickstarter, where you can go through, look at the different pledges and pledge levels, I should say, and make up your mind what it is that you want to pledge on, what fits your budget, what fits your wants and needs, and go from there. So yes, pledge, 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 or as these guys will probably be saying it, pledge, pledge. So yes, I'll just bring me back up on the screen. So yeah, so that's all the art from the calendar. So as you can see, it's beautiful art, a great great piece to have, a lot of pieces, sorry, a lot of great pieces there to have on the calendar itself. There was the bonus postcards at the end. Now, the other postcards will be the calendar art. So if you can't get the calendar, but you still want the art, there's always the postcards, which will have all the calendar art plus those bonus cards that you just saw then. So, yeah, let's see if anyone pledged while I was talking. Oh, no one pledged. That's okay. We've got 82 minutes left. So I will just see. I'm getting something organized at the moment to go through, which doesn't seem to be ready just yet. Sorry about this. Doing things the last minute. This will teach me. So that's all the calendar art there that I just showed. And we've got a meowing cat here. The neighbor's cat is meowing at me. He's going to keep meowing at me. So I'm going to have to let you just look at a blank screen. Well, let's bring up something interesting, shall we? Let's bring up something interesting. Oh, okay, that's all I had to press. So yes, so no one's commenting. It is a bad time of the day, I must admit. So I can understand if no one's really watching this live, but it's yeah. So I could go through the art again, but well, I was hoping to have a slides of the PDFs. Now, there's quite a few PDFs being offered in this with this calendar. I will just go to this place where I've got them. Oh no, I was in the right place. Okay, so I will just share my screen again, and I'll do this the old-fashioned way. So these are all the titles. That is, we'll go through them one at a time. So Amazing Tales. This is by Dave Dye. This is it's an anthology of different stories. They're all a little different. But if I remember correctly, because I read this a couple of weeks ago, if I remember correctly, they have a bit of a military tone to them. I could be wrong that there was one or two that didn't, but from memory they did. This is Angry Squad, Code Angry. This is by Lucas Sheffield, and I believe the art is by Nikita Vasilichuk. There's a good laugh for you, me trying to pronounce a name. I butcher people's names on a regular basis, so for that I apologize to pretty much everyone whose name I've butchered. But yes, Angry Squad, great little comic, this one. As you can see, there's a giant gorilla in it. You can't go wrong with a giant gorilla. Battle for Bustle, issue 1. This is a great comic about a dystopian world set in the future, where there's I can remember there's a level called pedestrians. These are the bottom of society. They're the workers, and they're treated like the bottom by people in the upper levels. And this is about a character called 091177, because pedestrians all have numbers as their names. And yeah, so it's about his, well, he sort of snaps one day, and it's about what happens from the events that occur from that snapping. And it starts a revolution to a degree. Chimera. Now this one I liked, or Chimera. I might be pronouncing that wrong. This was interesting. This had there's a woman in it. You're not quite sure exactly what's going on with her. She has some kind of gift, but what the gift is exactly, it's a little open to interpretation. I mean, you could say she can see the future. You could say she can see the present. It's hard to tell what it is that she's seeing. Or she might just be mentally ill. And that's what this sort of explores. And it sort of leaves you wondering. I'm really looking forward to issue 2 and seeing if it clears up exactly what's going on. It was interesting. Don't get me wrong. It's not interesting. It's not confusing in a way that's not interesting. It's confusing in a way that's interesting. Crimson and Rascal. This is a great one by Peter Wilson. Excellent laughs. All about our hero Crimson and his sidekick Rascal going to the supermarket and going shopping, and running into the occasional supervillain, which is a little amusing. It's a nice little play on the the typical superhero genre. Peter's done a great job with this one. It's a good little laugh. Killaroo Scars. This is a great place to find out a sort of origin, not exactly an origin, but a sort of origin of Killaroo, or Rufus, as he's called. Great jumping on point. For anyone getting these packs, this would be great to introduce you to Killaroo. Trust me, you'll want to buy more Killaroo comics after you have experienced this one. I believe Gang Wars is the Gang Wars series, I should say, is after this. Lana Luca, Blood Ties. Lana Luca is this character here. And she is... Oh, there's a name for it. I forget this every time. It's like Jackalope or something like that. If anyone knows, put it in the comments. Let me know what you call someone with the rabbit ears and the horns. But yeah, she's got sort of gifts that allow her to do things a little bit outside the normal realm of human beings. And this is pretty much like a mystery detective type story, but with someone with abilities and rabbit ears. So yes. Perchance to Dream is just a sample out of Greener Pastures. This is an excellent little story. I believe that's a reference to a Twilight Zone episode. I have no idea if... I've never seen the Twilight episode, so I can't tell you if there's any relation between this story and that story, apart from the name. Pretty much it's about this guy here, Trevor. That's his name. I couldn't remember it before. Trevor. Trying to get to sleep, and the weird dreams he has in doing that. The adventures are really cool. Now, this is a great one. It looks very kid, and it is kid friendly, but it's got a lot of adult jokes in it, so it's great fun for any age. Srob D. Rio did a great job with this, as well as Lucio Silva and Fred Marino. Again, I'm probably butchering names. So, yeah, it's a great little read. It leaves you wanting to know what happens next, as do most of the comics I have listed. Now, this is Devil's Toilet. This is great fun. This is by Rob Lyle, or Spedsy, as he calls himself on the internet, and also in, I guess this is part of Spedsyverse, as we mentioned earlier. But the Devil's Toilet is pretty much, as the title sounds like, a toilet from hell, the Devil's Toilet, who becomes sentient and decides he wants to leave hell. And he comes across these two characters, whose names I cannot remember. Sorry, Rob. And they go on a little bit of a misadventure in their attempt to escape hell. The Talking Bread, which was also one of the art featured in the calendar. This is their first comic. We're alive. Good little laugh here. I like how all the bread had different personalities, different features, I guess, on their faces as well. And it makes for a few laughs. So good little comic, that one. So this will introduce you. There are other issues after this. And yeah, so you'll be hooked on this one, and it'll make you want to go on to the next one. Find out what happens to the sentient bread. Okay, Toby and the Magic Pencil. This is a great read, especially for kids. It's a fantasy, a lot of imagination. Gary Dell's done a great job coming up with this story. Dylan Naylor does an awesome job of illustrating it, and it's just a lot of fun. And pretty much thanks to that magic pencil, anything can happen, as long as old Toby can think it up. So it's a good little story. Torn 1. this will be your taste for the Torn universe, which, as it so happens, is linked to the Toby universe. As we can see, this character here, Red Gum, and this is torn at the front, and can't remember her name. But Red Gum is actually created in Toby and the Magic Pencil. So his origin is in Toby and the Magic Pencil, but here he is in Torn, so they must share a universe. So I found that quite interesting, that a kid's fantasy book and an adult's superhero book have a shared universe and actually interact with each other like this. So that was cool. But yeah, Torn's a very interesting character. He has the ability to absorb, well, the abilities of other creatures and animals. So it's a very interesting take on that kind of power as well. So I like that one a lot. Vamoose is another PDF in the pack for the calendar. So don't forget, this is what this is all about, is the ComX calendar. So comx.link, that's comx.link, and that'll take you to the Kickstarter where you can pledge. You can get just a digital pledge. I believe it's $25 for the digital version of the calendar and all these PDFs that we're going through now. So just to get a taste of Australian comics, I think that's a great way to go. These comics also come with the mega pack where you get the calendar, the postcards, and all the PDFs. So, yes. Wordsmith, great one by Stephen Koch. Great little story. I love this story for the fact that it's kid friendly, but it's also adult in its just the way it's written. It kept me happy, and I'm an adult. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, sorry, I just got a weird sound on my headphones. Okay, so we've got the beauty of this book is it comes with a moral at the end, which I really liked. It was an awesome moral. It was an awesome little story with an awesome little lesson at the end. So that was great. Oh, and a wordsmith, they have these people who have the ability to create words. And when someone sees that word, it invokes a sort of feeling that's related to that word. And everyone has a different reaction to different words. So I find that really cool as well. Because as you can imagine, different words mean different things to different people. And then there's XCT. Now, this is a great comic. It's, as you can see from the cover, it's all about Spartacus. In one of his final battles, just a huge battle between his men and I believe the Romans. There is a name for that particular battle, but I can't remember it. I'm not a big history buff, so sorry about that for anyone who is. But the beauty of this book is at the end, I won't say what happens, but there is a sci-fi twist, which sort of took me by surprise because I thought this book was about this guy killing people. But yes, so it's a great book and it's a great starting place. It's issue 0. And trust me, you'll want to read issue 1 and so on from this. And I believe that's the last one. Now, this is just the normal PDF pack because of the stretch goals. We have actually earned extra. We have actually, sorry, I just got a message on the computer. We have actually added extra PDFs because of those stretch goals. So let's go to the bonus ones. So I got Bronwyn, The Further Adventures, issue 1. This is by Isaac George, What Zach Drew Comics. And this is a great comic. This is probably a great place to jump on. Cool little stories in there. She's like from Celtic legend, or Bronwyn, and there's a bit of magic in there, a bit of swordplay, a bit of adventure, and a bit of mystery as well. So that's a great book as well. Great pickup, a great bonus that everyone now has. We got Gorilla My Dreams from Tim Stiles. Sorry, Tim. And well, he wrote it. Rafat and Greenleaf, I believe, colored, and actually, I'm not sure what they did. It's hard to tell. And I don't personally know. I just read this. It's a great little story. It's about a gorilla who's a superhero, but he doesn't have any powers apart from the fact that he's a talking gorilla. So it's just fun, and it's just a great story. And then from Stuart Black, we have not just issue 1 of the Four Horse Femmes, but issue 2 and issue 3. So that is a great introduction to his series. I know that he's into the double figures now. I think I saw something about issue 17. So this is a great place to start. And everyone who got a physical pledge or a digital pledge gets this in their pack. So these 5 comics. So that's the PDF pack. I'll just remove that. That's the PDF pack. So that's all the PDFs you get to have. So it's a great place to start off in Australian comics and to find out the range there is out there of Australian indie comics. So it's a great starting off point for anyone who does this. Now, I've just noticed someone's jumped in with me. I'm pressing the wrong button. Sorry that I disappeared on everyone. I pressed the wrong button then. I was trying to unshare the screen, and I pressed the button that was just under it. Now we've got someone who's popped in to join me on saying Uru to the Kickstarter. So I'll just bring him in. It's Dave Dye. Hey, Dave.
G'day, Cobber. How you going?
Yeah, good. Thanks, buddy. Sorry, I disappeared for a second then. I pressed the wrong button.
I thought that's what must have happened.
Yeah, there's a button to stop sharing the screen, and right next to it there's a button to leave and I just got a fraction over.
Yeah, right. Yeah, how's it all going?
Yeah, it's going well. I'll just pop on over to the other screen and update the screen. We now have 57 backers and $2,672. So someone's come in and done a pledge while we're on the video. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, excellent.
And we're getting comments here, but they're spam from Twitch. They're just spam comments. So that's unfortunate.
Oh, okay. What do they look like?
They're asking me if I want to be famous.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, you are, mate. Look at.
Yes, I guess so.
Got your own YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What are we on, YouTube, or what are we?
We're on YouTube. I've also shared this to Facebook in a few places. We're also on Twitch. And I believe somehow we're on Twitter. I haven't been able to find that video to see how we're on Twitter, but apparently we're on Twitter.
Oh, well done. Amazing. Well, they all linked up to this.
Yeah, they're all linked up to this software.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Have you had
cool.
anyone else on chatting with you this afternoon?
I don't think so. I think this, because of the time of this that I started the Kickstarter, it's ending at a very work hours time. So most people are at their jobs, unfortunately.
Yeah. I only just got in, so it's just the way it is, I guess. Can't avoid that.
Yep. It's just because you don't get to say how many days and hours the Kickstarter goes for. You just get to pick how many hours, days it goes for. So it just ends at the same time of the day as it started. Oh, looks like you froze up, Dave.
Yeah. I saw that. Tim Styles comic, Gorilla My Dreams.
Yep.
Yeah. I just read that the other day. I bought it. I had it a while ago, and I've just reread it recently. Yeah, it's a good little comic. Good story.
It is.
The plot is there's a mime artist who's has died on the footpath, and people were walking past, and because it's a mime artist, couldn't talk. So he's in a glass box like this, and Marcel, and he can't talk, but he's dying. So he died. Everyone just walked past, thought he was doing his thing.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, so he's investigating that. What was the cause of the mime artist dying? So quite a humorous and clever story.
Yeah, all of Tim's are actually. He's a good writer.
Yeah. I was wondering. I've got reference my bit of artwork there. You might. I've got here some of the process that was involved with making it, if you're interested in having a look at it.
Yeah, sure.
So what happened first was you contacted me and said you'd like an art piece of artwork, and you said that it could be on the subject of one of my comics, one of my stories. So I sat down and I drew up this image.
Oh, nice.
That's just done in pencil, graphite.
Yep.
And that's just a little bit of photocopy paper, just plain 80, 90 GSM, whatever it comes in.
Yep.
And so what I did was I scanned that. I scanned that A4 image, a drawing.
Yep.
And then I put it in the computer in Clip Studio Paint, and all that graphite I turned to blue. So that became a blue.
Yep. So then you can ink it.
Yeah. So then I printed it out onto an A3 sheet of paper after I enlarged it to A3 size. And I don't know if you can see the blue under there. Can you see the blue?
Yep, you can just see the blue on the belt.
Right. So that's the original pencil, that blue, but it's that's actually printer ink. So then I ink it at that size.
That's awesome. Little trick there for the other artists out there.
Yeah, well, it's one way of getting you arriving. One of many millions of ways of working. I don't know if you realise there that you've made a cameo appearance in this one.
It's not the monkey, is it?
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't call you that, mate. You got a cameo in Tony Menzies. I thought I'd better give you a cameo in this one. I didn't want to upset you. I didn't want you to feel left out or something.
No, it's very good. Very good. Thank you very much.
Yeah. What's the resemblance like?
Well, that's me if I've shaved.
and without your cap on. Then, of course, once I'd inked it, I scanned it again, scanned the A3 size, and had to put the colour in because you wanted colour.
Yep.
So
you did an awesome job of that too.
Clip Studio Paint, I coloured it. So it's a good program, that Clip Studio. It's, and I wanted a nice jungly feel to it. So I looked for reference colours, and I don't know if you remember, I told you that I was looking in Frank Frazetta. I was using his paintings as a reference, and so I looked through this book, which is I've got a few books of his, but this is one's got it's a good hardcover, and found what I thought would be suitable reference for this jungle picture. See if I can find it. See if I can find it here. It's somewhere in here. I thought I marked it. I thought I marked this so it would be easy to find.
Always the way.
Yeah, that's not it. But he's got a few paintings in here.
Oh, yeah. So that was like a reference for the colour scheme and so forth you used.
Yes.
To try to get the right feel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know, you can get a colour wheel, and a colour wheel will give you your a good indication, but of what colours to use, because there's so many different types of or ways of arranging your colours when you do a painting. I'll grab a colour wheel in a sec and show you what. Now this is a shame because I'm sure I've got pages all through this book, but there it is. This is the
good stuff.
The one I used as my. Can you see that? Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. I can see some of the similarities in the colours. Yes.
So there's a few similarities, but of course I put my own in as well because
exactly.
A copy. It's what I felt would work best and whatever. But that's the painting that I looked at to give me a reference to start with. So it's quite a cool colour palette.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I've got well, I don't know if you want me to go into the details of colour theory, but it's quite complicated. You know,
I can imagine.
But you want to have sort of main, decide whether it's going to be a warm painting or a cool painting.
Yep.
And then once you've decided the colours that you're going to use, obviously decide a cool painting because of that reference. And then you decide on what your main colour is going to be, your blue or your green, and then you work out your highlight, your, what's the word? Not highlight, complementary.
Oh, yeah.
Complementary colours. And then you've got to be careful you don't go overboard with your complementary. So you might have a good example would be a green jungle scene, and you just want the opposite. The complementary colour for green is red. So you just want a few spots of red here and there, and that's why you got those red mushrooms and stuff in toadstools in my painting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's how you come up with that. I've got a colour wheel here somewhere if you... No, I don't know where it is. I can have a look if you want, but...
No, that's okay.
So yeah, that's what I do when I'm doing a painting or something like that. That's how I approach it.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Trying to bring up the finished image, are you?
Oh, yeah, I've got that here too. Yep, I'll just bring that up. And I will go to that screen. So yeah, there's the piece itself. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about now.
Can you zoom in there on any of that?
Yep, I can take the whole screen and zoom in.
So yeah, you can see it's the blues and the greens are quite cool.
Yeah.
And then you just got little bits of these red toadstools and stuff there on the log and down further on the branch, on the tree trunk. The browns are warm. The warm brings the foreground forward, and the cools push the background back.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
That's yeah.
Here's my cameo. There's my cameo.
Zoom in, mate. I reckon there is a bit of similarity there.
That's as much as it'll let me zoom, but
you can't get any closer.
Can't get any closer. That everyone is me with a shave and with my shirt off. So
yeah. Quite her suit, aren't you?
Well, what I was going to do, speaking of cameos, let's see if I can zoom out of this one. Just so everyone can see, I'm going to zoom in onto my other cameo. There's me without a shave. Back in my zombie days, that was just after college when I was a zombie. I got over it though, and here I am now.
I think you might have had a late night before that, the night before there. Out on the terps. Maybe it's that full moon thing going there, mate. See, you got a full moon in the back of Tony's picture.
Oh, yes.
And there's a full moon in mine.
You got to be careful of me in full moons.
Yeah, there might be some sort of link there.
So I'll just remind everyone, the link to the Kickstarter is ComX link, .link, sorry. So it's COMX.link, and that will take you to the Kickstarter. I'm just going to go over there and have a look, see if anything's changed. Nope, we're still $2,672, which is an awesome number. Thank you, everyone, for pledging. This is a good grand over what we were hoping to get, so that's awesome. There's 37 minutes left, so if you want one of these awesome calendars with all this gorgeous art, now's the time to pledge. Because, yeah, we're only half an hour and that's it. We're out. So you'll miss out. So this is not the time to muck around. So, but yeah, some nice pieces there.
And it's the last time it'll be offered. Won't be available after this.
No, it won't be. It's a Kickstarter only product, I guess is the word.
Yep. Won't be in shops or available online afterwards.
No.
And when are you? This will have to be out by July. So
before July. Before July, so everyone can get into it straight away. We're already, even though it hasn't finished yet, we're already getting the finished product out to the printers to get a proof. Just to make sure everything's all right. Once the proof's all right, printing will start.
So they've got the print. The printer's got it now, have they?
They're just going to send us a proof.
That's good.
Yeah,
excellent. So it should be all on track.
Yeah, all on track at the moment. So hopefully it stays there. If anything does go wrong, I think worst case scenario, you get it early July instead of June. So
I can't see anything going wrong. No, what
hopefully. Yeah, fingers crossed. Just like I said in the warnings, not the warnings. There's a part of the Kickstarter that asks you about the possible problems, and that's what I listed in there. There's a slight chance. Well, there's not a chance, but if something goes wrong, then in that circumstance, it'll be a little late. But everything is running smoothly at the moment, so there shouldn't be a problem. We'll get those proofs soon. Once we prove them, bang, get straight into production.
Now, can you say who the printer is?
We're printing with. I can't see why not. So anyone who's looking to print calendars, we're printing with Jeffries.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, Baden's very reliable.
Yes.
So you'll get a good printing job, and you'll get the job done. No worries. So there's a definite. There'll be no hold-ups, I can tell you now.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the reasons I used him. He had a very good reputation.
Yeah, I've had lots of stuff done by Baden. So, no worries at all. So, unless, barring an act of God, which means earthquake, riot,
or Australia Post.
Well, you don't know what happened there because, what's the lady who got kicked out? She's going to sue them or take them to court about something. So, Australia Post might not be operating in a week. That would be very strange. No, it'll probably take them a year to get to court anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think very quickly.
Pending Australia Post, they should definitely be out in June.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Because I know a lot of people who do ComX. Wait until all the money's out, but we've decided to start early.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I've never done a Kickstarter.
Yeah, Kickstarter takes, I'm told, it can be anywhere up to 2 to 4 weeks before you get the money. So.
Right. Yeah. You're not waiting for that. You're just getting
no. If we wait for that, then it will be late. So we can't wait.
No. Well, that's good.
So all on track. Everyone will get their calendar. Hopefully June. Either mid-June to last week of June. I should say to people in America and the UK, because we've had some people from America and the UK, they might be late because of everything with COVID has slowed down all your international stuff. So I apologize to them. Hopefully it's not too late, but I have no idea what international postage is going to do delay-wise.
Yeah.
So, but everyone in Australia should be fine.
I know I sent someone bought one of my books. Actually, it was someone I knew, which was really good. Over in the North America, and the postage was the same price as the book.
Oh, yeah.
I sent it over. I think I might have wore the cost for that, or most of 3/4 of the cost for that. So, I didn't make any profit. I wouldn't have made any profit on it, but it doesn't matter. It's good just to get it over there, I guess. But it took the cheapest route, which was sea, and it took 6 weeks or something. This was 4 or 5 years ago, so it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have sped up though. It would still be the same if you go by sea, but you'll be going par avion.
Yeah.
By air, wouldn't you? All your stuff you're sending by air, aren't you?
Yeah. It'll take too long otherwise. So
yeah. Well, that's right. That's what I say. 6 weeks if you go by ship.
Yeah, we hope to get it. We hope to get it to them still within the July, so they at least have some of the month with the calendar. That first calendar date, first calendar image.
Yeah. Well, what do you know of any hold-ups with international? You've been personally aware of any international hold-ups with?
Yeah, because of COVID, there's a lot less flights. So things getting delayed by they're backlogging because there's not enough flights to take them all. That's my understanding anyway. So it's not that the flight's taking more time. It's just the fact that the backlog is taking more time to get onto a plane.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a shame because I don't know why they're not putting things in quarantine, are they? You know, if
no, it's just because there's less flights.
Well, why are they having less flights?
Because a lot of the stuff goes on to passenger flights into the bays.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And there's bugger all passenger flights going now.
Oh, okay, I'm with it. There,
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's my. I could be wrong. But that's my understanding. No. That's what I've been told.
Right. Yeah. Well, that'd be the reason. I can understand that then.
Yeah.
But I thought, it might be just. I thought there might be just, you know, transport planes going over, and that's all they carried was mail, and it was a constant thing. But yeah, that makes sense. They put it on passenger planes as well.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both, and it's just becoming a backlog because there's so little of the other.
Yeah, right. Yes. Well, that was very good that Mrs. Lawson put out the call the other day.
Yeah, that was very nice of her.
Yeah. And got a few sales from that.
Yeah, there was a bit of a jump. It was awesome.
Big spike. Excellent.
Yeah, so just
a few good contacts.
So, yeah, 29 minutes to go. And we're wrapping up. Okay, so
you launched it at 5 o'clock on an afternoon, was it 5 o'clock?
Yeah, it was. I was running a bit late, so it's like 3 minutes past 5 or something like that.
Right. And how long's it been? 3 weeks?
28 days.
Right. 3 weeks.
So 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
4 weeks, of course, yeah.
Yep.
2 weeks is 21 days. Yeah. Well, it's gone pretty quick, isn't it?
It has. I don't know if it's because I've been working on it or what, but yeah, I never remember 4 weeks going past so quickly before. I think when studying for exams was the only other time that time moved this quickly.
Oh, right. Yeah. Was that when you were doing your web courses and stuff?
Yeah. Times always seemed to fly when you didn't have much time to do things.
Yeah, it's always the way when you've got deadlines to meet. Yep. Running out of time. Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's good. You're used to working under a bit of pressure then.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I don't know. We've gone through the thing. I mean, I could go through the artwork again. For anyone who might have missed the beginning of the video, I'll leave us up though. So I'll just quickly go through it again. Should I do it with the? I'll do it with the other button.
It would, yeah.
That was unfortunate. Took away my screen. So there it is there. That's our little promo picture for Kickstarter.
Yep.
Thought that was a good way to start the slideshow. There's all the art together, which just happens to fit onto the page really well.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. 18 pieces, 18 months. Cool little superhero saving the day.
Brendan, I haven't seen any of his comics. Has he got, what's he working on? What's his...
I'm not too sure if he does his own. I've been meaning to inquire with him what he does. All I know is that he writes for a lot of other comics.
He's mostly a writer.
Well, he draws as well. So I've only heard about what he's written, though.
Right. Well, it's pretty impressive bit of artwork there.
It is, isn't it? So who we got next? This one always makes me laugh.
Well, it looks like the Martians have landed.
Yeah, the Martians have landed on one side and the demons are attacking on the other.
Ah, right.
Oh, and I can't do it with this screen. But right up the top here, I don't know if you can see where my cursor is. That building has a sign on it that says ComX. So another little cameo.
Oh, okay. Which one? I can't see your cursor.
Oh, okay. It's the middle building.
Middle oh, yeah. Now I can see your cursor right in the middle. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And on one side it says demons rule, and on the other side it says aliens for life. Yeah, that's by Peter Wilson. Great piece, that one. No. And it's for his upcoming comic, Foes.
Foes, F-O-E-S?
Yeah, like they're each other's foe. Yeah. And actually, that particular comic strip is coming in the ComX Studio Presents comic in issue 1. Right. So there's a little bit of tidbit. There's a little bit of a plug for myself and for Peter that he's got a piece of art coming out in not a piece of art, sorry, a comic strip coming out in the in a comic.
And his story in that is that just a section of the story, like a chapter, or is it a complete story in the first one?
I believe it's parts, so it's chapter 1.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not a whole story. He's doing 3 issues, so the story must run over 3 issues.
Okay. And they're all 8 pages, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all 8 pages. All the comics in the all the chapters 24. Or stories. Yeah, so there's 4 stories all up. Yeah, there's 4 stories all up. So 32. Yeah, 32 pages all up of story. If I'm doing my maths right.
Sounds good. Ben Sullivan.
Yeah, Ben Sullivan. I'll bring his name up. Bruno and Maggie from Darren over at Dark Oz. Sorry.
Yep. Ben does all this in acrylic, or mostly, or some maybe watercolor, but he doesn't do it on the computer. It's all hand painted.
Wow, that's impressive.
If you ever get a chance to have a look at his original pages, it'll blow you away, mate.
Wow,
that's absolutely beautiful. He's a great artist and traditional artist.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stories for Dark Oz and or Decay and Retro Sci-Fi. And various other projects for Darren.
Yeah, I believe this is Retro Sci-Fi this one's from.
Right, yeah, those 2 characters feature quite often in the retro stories.
Yeah.
And he does he'll do a full story. It's all painted. All the pages are painted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, they're not just like when I do them, I just, as you saw before, with just the black ink. I do that by hand with ink, traditional style. Then I colour in Photoshop or Clip Studio Paint, I should say. And a lot of people do it like that. But
wow,
Ben is all paintbrush and acrylic and watercolor and whatever else he can get his hands on, probably mixed media. Yeah, but very talented artist, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. This is Duncan Prenavicius.
Right.
If I'm getting his name right. Yeah. Duncan's
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know Duncan.
This is from his comic Bin Kitty. So you can see the cat with a gun reflection in the knife.
Yes, I noticed that earlier on. I can't see it too well because the image on my screen's quite small. It's only takes up about a quarter of my screen. But I remember looking at that earlier, when they started, and I thought, wow, look at that reflection he's got in that blade. That's amazing. Really, is
It's
really
cool,
well
eh?
done. Mm. And yes, is that a zombie type of story? It looks like it to me.
I'm not sure. I believe I can't say for sure, but I believe this is a character in an upcoming story. So there's not a
Mhm.
lot told. Like this woman, I think it's a woman, um, is in that story. So Duncan hasn't really said a lot about her
Right.
because she's up. This is like a preview to an upcoming story.
Hmm. Right.
So
Excellent.
you heard it here first. She's coming into the comics.
Well, it looks pretty messed up anyway.
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it?
Mm.
This is wrong button on my mouse. This is Lee
Yeah.
Chalker's Battle
Yeah.
for Bustle. This is pretty cool. I believe these are the main characters. I know the guy at the front's real name, like his number in this as a pedestrian is 091177, but he has an actual name which is Christopher. And this guy with all the guns, I know that his name is Hanson, but I've forgotten the rest.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I've read the comic, and I was actually, I reckon it's a really good story.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's going to develop into, a good yarn. Excuse me.
Yep. Yep.
And I love the way Lee's works. His art. He just puts it down. He doesn't muck around too much, and he just gets on with the job. I think, and I
Yeah.
think he's got a bit of I don't know, what do you call it? Passion, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can see he puts a lot of effort into that, into all his pages.
Yep. Agreed.
The first comic, the first issue, I think might have been 24 pages, but all the panels are like that. All the pages are like that. There's a lot of work in them.
Yeah. Definitely. He's very passionate about this story. So yeah.
Mm.
This is by Kieran Jack, The Talking Bread. As opposed to The Walking Dead, we've got The Talking Bread. So
had done a lot with that title.
Yeah, well, there's quite a few issues of this from memory.
Yeah, he sold a great number, more. I think he sold more of them than I've sold total of all my issues of everything. So
wow,
thousands.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's really, he's onto something with that. But he's finished. He's put it away. He said he's not going to do any more stories on that. So
probably concentrating on things like In Purgatory. That's a really cool story as well.
Yeah. Well, I haven't got a hold of that yet. So
I highly recommend it.
Right.
It's a bit of an icon, this character.
Yeah.
Old Dark Nebula.
How do you say, is it Tad's last name?
I don't know. I could try, but I would totally butcher it. So I'm not even going to try.
Yeah. It's he's Polish or something, some sort of name like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But yeah, well, that character's been around for a long time, hasn't he?
Since '82, I believe.
Right. So
if I'm remembering correctly.
What's that? Geez, that'll be 40 years next year.
Yep, 40th birthday.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, it's a character with a lot of longevity.
Hang on a sec.
Oh, nice. Which issue is that? I can't see the numbers.
I picked that up. That's number 6.
Oh, nice.
Picked
Very
that
cool.
up the other day at the Adelaide Comic and Toy Fair.
Oh, sweet.
So I haven't read that one yet, so I'll get into that
Nice.
after we finish here.
Oh, who could have done something this awesome?
We talked about that one enough, I think.
Yeah. I still like this. Oh, I kept thinking I'm in the other program. Lana Luca by Lauren Marshall.
Mm.
Very cool colors. I love this picture for the fluoros on her back, and then the other lights on the front, and those cool little faces all over the wall. Bit of some sort of mischief happening.
It's very very good lighting effects, isn't it, with that glow coming off that sign onto her back like that.
Yep.
And a great drawing as well.
Yeah.
She's very busy, actually. I contacted her the other day and about something, and she said she's too busy to take on any, or very busy anyway. She'll probably take on extra work, but she's keeping very busy at the moment.
Yeah.
And when you're doing work like that, what do you expect?
Yeah. Well, what's the word? Commercially friendly art style.
Yep.
This is Spedsy-verse, as I like to call it. All the characters. So you got your toilet with its arms and guns.
Yep.
Apparently they're hell guns, whatever that means.
Hell guns, yes.
These characters at the back are Awesome Team, I think they're called.
Awesome.
And I'm forgetting their names now. There's Old Man something. This guy at the front.
Yeah, what's his name? Old Man Spedsy? No.
But yeah, anyway, this is the Spedsy-verse. Most of these characters, I believe, are from Devil's Toilet. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the only place they're from. I know the old man here is also in Vamoose, and for the life of me, I've had a total mind blank on what his name is. But I have read Vamoose, so you'd think I'd know.
Look, my buddy, I've got him right here somewhere.
Oh, Vamoose?
Yeah, here they are. Yeah, I've got stuff everywhere here.
Very organised. I like it. Oh, Devil's Toilet. Nice.
Devil's Toilet. 1, 2.
And 2. Yep.
And Vamoose.
Vamoose. Nice. Too Many Chooks. Cool little book, that one. And that's actually included as one of the PDFs.
Yes. Vamoose. Yeah. Well, that one's he's teamed up with another couple of creators, and they've all lobbed in with a story each. There's about 4 stories in there.
Mm-hmm.
Short stories. So yeah, get your hands on that.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be getting that. I think I've got. I don't know. I've got a massive pile of to reads. I've read it on PDF, but I haven't read it in physical yet. So I don't know if I've got it or.
Me too. There's some down there, and another pile over there. And,
I've got a pile right here.
And there's another couple behind me here. Oh, and there's a shelf. So yeah, I know what it's like. I think we've all got that problem.
Too many good books. That's the problem. Too many good books.
Yeah. Not enough time to read them and enjoy them.
Yeah. So we'll go to the next one. This is by Peter Lawson, a character called Billabong, from the comic Torn.
Mm-hmm.
And we should add the note that Dana Lawson, his daughter, actually did the colors. So art runs in the family.
Yeah, yeah. How old's Dana?
I don't know.
Right. Yeah, she's done an excellent job on that.
Yeah, she has. She has.
And Peter has as well with the drawing.
The drawing itself was awesome. Peter did a great job there.
Yeah, I think Peter's art's really come up in leaps and bounds over the last couple of years. He's really,
definitely.
Yeah.
Just keeps getting better with every. Like he showed two Wonder Women, one from years ago and one just recently, and you can there's a huge difference. So he's just leaps and bounds in difference.
Yeah, I've got his couple of his Tawns here. I won't go just diving. I brought them up the other day when we were on, and you're just looking at those two, you can see the difference. You know, the improvement.
Yeah. So this is Fox and Hound by Chris Pitkin.
And you interviewed the writer the other day.
Yep, Nicole Kane.
Nicole, yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah, she was a good laugh. Yeah, her stories with how she gets the ideas and so forth was quite funny. Yeah, this is an awesome picture as well. Nice gangster, old-time gangster. It's very cool.
Well, very, very clever with the way he's arranged the cards, the figures, and the layout. What do you call that? What's that? Art Nouveau type look.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, and it's really well done. He's with the cards floating, the ladies floating in midair. Around that line, the diamond with the lines and everything, the colour choices. Yeah, really well done that.
Yeah.
Shadow on the cards.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Chris is very talented. He does a great job over on Fox and Hound, Nicole's Fox and Hound. So this is Tim McEwan's.
Tim's.
Ewans.
This one's really well. This has been around for a long time as well. Greener Pastures.
Yeah. I just bought the 90s pack for his Greener Pastures to check out what was going on in the 90s with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
where did you get that?
Owner Indie.
Owner Indie.
I don't know. I don't know the exact link, but it's Owner Indie and it's under Tim's name. So
yeah. You just go to. I've got my stuff's on Owner Indie, so you just go to Owner Indie, OWNINDIE. I think it's the only thing named Owner Indie on the whole net web. So just go and have a look and go by creator. You can find it. But this piece of art here that Tim's knocked up is a homage to Jack Kirby, was it?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, and
if I've got it wrong, sorry, Tim.
Yeah, sorry, Tim, but I'm sure it is. I'm sure that's what he said or he mentioned, and I think he might have showed the Kirby page next to it. Or something from the
this man, this monster.
Yeah, or was it the Hulk?
No, it was the Thing.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tim's, he's a great artist, and the way he inks and chooses where to put his blacks and everything is something that I like to really take a close look at.
Yeah.
He's a really talented artist, and he can really ink, and he's coloured that in the style of the old.
Yes, that's cool, eh?
Yeah, retro style, and it really is a really great piece of work.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
And all hand lettered.
Oh, Oh, it is too.
That's
Nice.
hand lettered, all that. So, yeah.
This is Isaac George's Bronwyn from the same name comic.
Yeah.
He did a great job here. And that's all, he does it all by hand as well. He's not computer.
That's right.
I think the background's the only thing that was done on a computer. Everything else is, you can see the difference. So you can see that this has all been inked by hand. So
yeah, he's coloured. He draws in pencil and colours with, I think, Copic markers. He does a lot of that.
I believe so. What I can't get over is he does it straight over his pencils.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's brave. You make a mistake and you've stuffed up a whole picture.
Yeah,
but,
well,
luckily he doesn't make mistakes.
Yeah, that's right. But he does a great job. Look at that. He's really, the thing about painting and drawing is the more you do, the better you get, and the more you understand your own way of creating, and the way that Zach works on his work there is he's used to working that way. He's used to working with the Copics, and if I was to do it, I'd be worried. How do I go and get these colours? He knows how to do it. And he always comes up with a beautiful piece of original art. If you could get your hands on these pages, they'd be something you could frame and put up, because they're just
definitely
beautiful bits of artwork. Yeah.
So this is by Chris Hunt. Very, very like cartoon style, like your Saturday morning cartoons. So it's pretty cool. This character, I actually made a note for myself because I keep forgetting its name. His name, I should say. It's Cale Earn from the comic Guardian of Onar.
Right. Okay. I don't know Chris, or this is the first time I've seen his work, but that's very nice.
I think this will be the first a lot of people have seen his work, actually, because the comic's still in production and it's his first comic.
Right.
So,
Yeah, well, he's definitely knows how to draw a superhero. That's got all the proportions and that, isn't it? Good.
Yep.
I'd say he works on a computer. He's inking and stuff, or he might do the whole thing, because you can do that. Sometimes I have done that myself, but his line weight's pretty much the same.
Oh, we're gonna have to rush. We're gonna have to rush through the last set.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because we're almost at the end. We've been talking too much. So Tony Menzies, Fallen.
Tony.
This is Stuart Black's.
I want to get a piece of his work. He's got some comics out, and I haven't got any yet, so I'll have to get one.
Yeah, me too, actually. There's these are the 4 horse femmes from Stuart Black.
I like his art. His art stuff.
And this is Jet X by Zach Elliott. Now I'm just going to cross over to here.
I really like the way his details and that he's got in that, and the way he's got his background separated from the foreground.
Yeah,
really
big time.
He's got
I'll just
effects in that.
I'll just go back to the two of us, and I'll go back over here to. That's a bit better. Because we have 100 seconds to go. So if anyone wants a calendar, you've got 100 seconds to go. Oh, no, you've got 95 seconds to go.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So it's the countdown now. It's the countdown. So,
well, you got some bells and whistles there, and you're gonna pop some lights. And
I didn't think of that. I didn't think that. I'll just jump up and down. How's that? We got 65 seconds to go, everyone. So if you want a calendar, jump on now. ComX.link. That'll take you to the Kickstarter. We're down to our last minute. So 55 seconds to go. This is your last chance to get one of these calendars. We've just gone through the art, so hopefully you were watching. And we've got the postcards as well as the calendar. Postcards come with a few extra pictures, a few extra art. I think there's 5 extra ones plus a 6th one that we've brought in just as a thank you to everyone. It wasn't a stretch goal; it was just a pure thank you. So 25, 20 seconds. Oh, there's no time left, people. You got to rush. You got to rush. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over.
That's it, mate. So
thank you to everyone.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna thanks everyone. Everyone who's pledged, thanks a million for that. You're all legends in my book. You're all legends, and you're all gonna get. Well, it depends what you pledged on, what you get. But for everyone who got the calendar, thank you very much. You're gonna love it. This art is awesome. I'm hanging out for my finished calendar as well. So really looking forward to that. It'll be on the wall behind me for the next 18 months. So for all my videos, it'll be up there for all to see. Hopefully I remember to change each month, though. I'm horrible at doing that. But yeah, so there's the postcards for those who got the mega pack or just got the postcards by themselves. There is 22, 20, 23. Oh, God, I've forgotten. There's quite a few. There's the 18 reproductions of the comic art. Oh, sorry, of the calendar art. And then there was 2 extra for just normally. And then there was another 2 extra for what do you call it? A stretch goal. And then we threw in an extra one as a thank you. So I believe that's 5 extra. So that's pretty cool. There's the comic pack, which is amazing. Generosity from all the creators out there. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got 16 comics all up in the original pack. But then we got an extra 5 comics from other creators during the campaign that we added on as stretch goals, and we made those stretch goals so everyone who got a physical or digital pack will get those extra comics. So that's pretty cool. So yes, I can't say thank you enough. Thank you very much to everyone. Thank you to all the artists who did the art. Thank you to people like Dave, who created the calendar itself, the artwork for the calendar. And yeah, so yeah, I could just sit here for the next 10 minutes saying thank you. So I think we'll leave it at that and say thank you to everyone. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to the artists. Thank you to the pledges. Thank you to everyone. So have a great afternoon, and see you tomorrow on the ComX show. We'll be talking to the 4 artists who are working, the 4 creators who are working on the ComX Studio Presents issue 1. So that'll be great. Little chat. 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, so see you there. I'll probably talk about the calendar for a little bit on that show too, because I can't get enough of it. So thank you very much. Thanks for coming in, Dave, and helping me out. And
no worries, mate.
I guess it'll be a good afternoon or a good night, a good evening to everyone. And good evening to you too, Dave. And we'll cut it up there. Thank you very much.
Take it easy, mate.
See ya.